Welcome to Doodles in the Margins, the podcast for creatives who are building something beautifully their own. Here, we believe creativity isn't just an art. It's also how you think, how you solve, and how you see the world. Whether you're a business learning to embrace creativity or a creative learning to embrace business, you're in the right place. I'm Jacinta Marshall-Crouse. I'm a creative business coach, screenwriter, author, and an all-round eclectic creative. So let's grab something hot to drink, grab a pen, and let's doodle in the margins together. This week, we're talking about post-it notes and pocket ideas, capturing the sparks. A client, a senior designer, the kind who leads large campaigns and leads a team of other brilliant creatives, said something that stopped me in my tracks the other day. I don't need more time. I need a better way to catch what's already in my head. And honestly, that hit home to me. Because for so many of us creatives, especially those of us who are the ideas people or glitter bomb fairies, as I've heard us call, it's not a shortage of creativity that we're dealing with. Sometimes it's a flood of ideas, a beautiful, brilliant flood. One that leaves post-it notes on our monitors, scribbles on napkins, voice memos at 2 a.m., and a half-written Word or Google Doc with obscure names like idea number 3 or I will name this later ... So today, I want to talk about capturing those ideas before they disappear. It's about honoring those sparks before they burn out. And I'm also a slave to this issue. I'm currently working on 3 world ideas, which is a combination of short stories, novels, and even film and television scripts. So I know the pain you have when you don't want to have one of those brilliant ideas slip through your fingers and back through the ether into the muses. When I worked in my corporate job, in a role that looked all neat and professional and even a little too logical to outsiders, I used to keep a notebook. Not a small one either, a big A4 notebook that was colorful and with intention. Wasn't for my meetings, it wasn't to keep minutes, it was just for my scraps. Words that would hit me during a client call, colors I wanted to use in a design, snippets of conversations that I'd overheard that inspired me, character names, brand taglines. I even drew a picture of Theo, my blue-tongued dragon. Theo, by the way, was a client that had been a once-a-week phone call client to demand better pricing, services, and benefits. He became a constant figure in that position, and I drew him as a dragon. He has since become my blue-tongued dragon, who is now a constant character in one of my fantasy worlds. He's gone from a kid's story to being a reluctant side hero in an epic war. What no one else knew was that book. It kept me alive, creatively. Fast forward to now, and I actually have 2 versions of this book. A small purple and unicorn embossed notebook for my daily writing challenges, and a spare notebook when I'm out and about and I need to write the ideas down. They've become more structured and intentional. I'm doing more than just collecting these moments. I'm honoring these sparks of imagination. Because here's the truth. Every great creative I've ever worked with, writers, designers, founders, photographers, executives, has had some kind of system. It might look chaotic, it might look color-coded, but there's something. Not because they're obsessively organized, but because they respect their own ideas enough to give them somewhere to land. You don't need a Notion dashboard that rivals NASA. You just need something that works for you. And that's where we're going today. So here's tip number 1. Choose one idea catching tool this week and stick to it. That could be a small notebook that you keep in your bag, a notes folder on your phone, voice memos, a Google Doc called Brain Spark, or even a box or jar on your desk. Whatever it is, just pick one and commit to using it for everything. No pressure to act on the ideas. We're just catching them. Tip number 2, try a 3-minute daily idea dump. Set a timer for 3 minutes each day and brain dump everything that's swirling around in your head. Loose thoughts, story titles, names, questions, post ideas, visuals, a phrase that you heard at the cafe. 3 minutes, no editing, no scrolling back, just let it flow. This one tiny habit can clear brain clutter and build a beautiful library of ideas. Tip number 3, create a creative cold storage folder or jar. Make space for the heartbreak brilliance. We all have ideas that are good, just not for right now. So don't delete them, don't ignore them, just store them. This could be a folder called Creative Cold Storage on your desktop, a literal jar on your desk where you drop post-it notes, an idea park in your Notion or Trello board. Trust me, when you hit a creative dry spell or need content fast, this will become your secret weapon. The thing is, systems don't need to be complicated. They just need to serve you, to catch the good stuff, to make sure your genius isn't slipping through the cracks while you're too busy helping everyone else. And if you're a creative professional who knows it's time to organize the chaos, or even just build a rhythm about how your ideas flow, that's the kind of work I do every day with my coaching clients. We don't just build systems, we build creative ecosystems that work. If that's something you need, the link to connect is in the show notes. So until next time, keep honoring your sparks. Keep catching them. And as always, keep doodling in the margins. Thanks for tuning in to Doodles in the Margins. Each week, we explore what happens when creativity meets clarity and how to build a business that feels like you. If you found something useful today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to get clearer on your own creative business path, you'll find links and ways to connect in the show notes. I'll see you next time.